Have you ever heard of the Flor de la Mar, the flower of the sea? It's a name that echoes through maritime history, not just for its grandeur, but for the immense treasure it took to a watery grave. This isn't just any shipwreck story. This is the tale of what might be the richest treasure fleet ever lost. Our story begins in the early 16th century, the golden age of exploration. Portugal was a dominant naval power, and at the heart of its fleet was the Flor de la Mar. This majestic ship, a 400-ton carrack, was a veteran of the seas, having sailed the treacherous route to India multiple times. It was commanded by none other than the legendary Afonso de Albuquerque, a brilliant but ruthless Portuguese general who was instrumental in building Portugal's vast colonial empire in the east. For nearly a decade, the Flor de la Mar served as a symbol of Portuguese might, participating in crucial battles and voyages. But its final journey would be its most famous. In 1511, Albuquerque set his sights on conquering the Sultanate of Malacca, a vital and incredibly wealthy trading hub located in modern-day Malaysia. After a fierce siege, Malacca fell to the Portuguese, and this is where the treasure part of our story really begins. Albuquerque, following the customs of the time, plundered the city. He seized the vast wealth of the Sultan of Malacca, a treasure so immense it's hard to even comprehend. We're talking about gold, jewels, precious stones, and exquisite artifacts accumulated over centuries. The loot included a life-sized golden elephant, jewel-encrusted chairs, golden tables, and chests overflowing with diamonds, rubies, and sapphires. Some accounts even mention a legendary jeweled bracelet from a previous conquest. By some estimates, the treasure was worth billions of dollars in today's money. With this mind-boggling fortune loaded into its hold, the Flor de la Mar, along with a few other ships, set sail back to Portugal in late 1511. The ship was already old and had been repaired many times. Now it was dangerously overloaded, riding low in the water under the immense weight of the plundered riches. Albuquerque himself was on board, eager to present this incredible prize to his king. But the sea is a fickle master. As the small fleet navigated the Strait of Malacca, a violent storm suddenly descended upon them. The winds howled and the waves crashed over the decks. The aging, overburdened Flor de la Mar was no match for the tempest's fury. The ship was tossed about violently before it struck a reef off the coast of Sumatra. The impact was catastrophic. The ship's hull split open, and the sea began to claim its prize. In the chaos and darkness, the magnificent vessel broke in two. The immense treasure, the pride of the Portuguese conquest, slipped from its fractured hold and plunged into the depths of the ocean. Afonso de Albuquerque, in a testament to his sheer will to survive, managed to escape the sinking wreck. He clung to a makeshift raft along with a handful of his crew, watching as his grand prize, the culmination of his military career, vanished beneath the waves. The flower of the sea was gone, and with it, a king's ransom. For 500 years, the legend of the Flor de la Mar and its lost treasure has captivated adventurers, historians, and treasure hunters alike. It's the ultimate prize, the Mount Everest of shipwrecks. The problem? No one knows exactly where it is. The historical accounts are vague. They say it sank off the coast of Sumatra in the Strait of Malacca. That's an enormous search area. The strait is one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world, with strong currents, shifting seabeds, and notoriously murky waters. It's like looking for a golden needle in a continent-sized haystack. Over the decades, countless expeditions have been launched. Sophisticated sonar equipment, magnetometers, and submersibles have scanned the seafloor. Treasure hunters have spent millions, dedicating their lives to the search. Every so often, a news report will surface, claiming a promising lead or a potential discovery, igniting a frenzy of excitement. But so far, every single one has been a false alarm. Some believe the wreck lies buried under centuries of silt and sand, making it almost impossible to detect with current technology. Others think that the powerful currents might have scattered the wreckage and the treasure across a vast area. There are even theories that local fishermen might have salvaged parts of the treasure over the centuries, piece by precious piece, leaving little behind for modern hunters to find. The governments of Indonesia, Malaysia, and Portugal have all laid claim to the potential wreck and its contents, adding a complex layer of international law and politics to any potential recovery effort. Who would the treasure belong to if it were ever found? The descendants of the Sultan of Malacca? The nation in whose waters it lies? Or Portugal, the flag country of the ship? It's a legal minefield waiting to happen. Despite the challenges, the dream of finding the Flor de la Mar persists. It represents more than just gold and jewels. It's a tangible link to a pivotal moment in world history, a time of conquest, ambition, and incredible wealth. Finding the ship would not only make someone fabulously rich, but it would also provide an unparalleled archaeological window into the 16th century. Imagine uncovering not just the gold, but the ship itself, the cannons, the personal effects of the crew, the very timbers of this legendary vessel. It would be a historical discovery of epic proportions. And so, the search goes on. The story of the Flor de la Mar serves as a powerful reminder that the ocean is the world's greatest museum and its most valuable exhibits are still waiting to be discovered. The flower of the sea rests somewhere in the dark, silent depths, guarding its golden secret, waiting for the day it might once again see the light. What do you think? Will the treasure ever be found? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into history, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more adventures into the unknown. We'll see you in the next one.